Hello, third year chemistry pupils, and welcome to your online learning for week 8. In today's lessons, we are going to learn how to use relative atomic masses and formula together in a new type of calculation. So we're learning to calculate the formula mass for any compound from its formula and state what a mole of a compound is. So that's our learning for today. And then in the second lesson, we're going to practice calculating formula mass. So in the first lesson, we're going to do a starter. That'll take you about 20 minutes. And you will access the formula Quizlet and try some of the activity to test your knowledge of writing formula. So at the end of this video, I'm going to show you how that works. But basically, the first kind of level of that is the matching exercise, where you've got the names of the compounds and the formula, and you've got to match them together. The second sort of level is flashcards. So you are given the name, and then you want to try and write the formula, and then see if you can get the right formula for that name. And then the trickiest and most challenging activity is the gravity game, where the name kind of floats down the screen and you've got to try and type the formula as quickly as you can. That is a real challenge. So well done if anyone manages to do that. The main part of this lesson is watching a video on how to calculate formula mass. You'll need to take notes as directed in the video, and you should do that in your jotter. After a wee break, we're going to check our learning, and we're going to do that firstly through a Teams call. This is going to be a tutorial where I'll ask you some questions about formula, relative atomic masses, and some formula masses, and we'll practice it together. And for part of the lesson, we're going to use a whiteboard application where you can use a second device like a tablet or a phone as a whiteboard. If you have two devices to do that, that's brilliant. If you don't worry, just log on whichever device you can, and I'll give you instructions on how you can still participate. Okay, but if you do have two devices, that would be perfect. Then you're going to spend about 20 minutes answering some practice questions. There are 6 questions. You're going to mark your work using the solutions provided and then submit it via Show My Homework. Full working must be shown, because obviously we're giving you the answers so that you can check your own work, so you've got a good idea of how you're doing, and so we want to see how you get from the question to your final answer. Okay, for the last 10 minutes of today, we would like you to complete the survey on chemistry, how you're finding the course at the moment, and any ideas of how we can improve. So hopefully you get on okay with today's lesson. Stay tuned for how to access the Quizlet. Okay, so this is the study set that we're going to be using for our starter today. You can find it on Quizlet, and the link will be on Teams. And basically, it's a bunch of terms and definitions. The terms are the names and the definitions are the formula. Okay, so what you're going to do is, the first activity is the matching game. So you're just going to try and match up the name to the formula. Okay, so when you click over them, they disappear. Once you've practiced that, you can have a go at the flashcards, and when the name comes up, you're going to, on your jotter, write down the formula. So this one would be like CBr4, and then you click to see if you get it right. Okay, and once you've practiced that, if you're feeling really confident, you can practice the gravity game. So what I would suggest is, I think we pop on easy level and answer with chemistry symbols, then we're going to try and type as quickly as we can the formula. So this requires a bit of a working knowledge of what the valencies are and things like that. So you would write Br2 for bromine, because I know bromine's diatomic, and press enter to submit it. This one would be Fe3N2, enter to submit. And if you're like, oh, I don't know this one, then you can press escape, and then it tells you what the right answer is, okay, if you're not sure. So that's just a challenge for you. Hope you get on okay with today's lesson. Take care, and I'll see you soon.